This is really not going well. Like today, it has not stopped raining for one single minute. I don't understand anything they are saying.
We are going to die.
Thank you so much.
I'm hitchhiking from Portugal to Australia, and after being picked up by a conspiracy theorist, dumpster diving in France, and making more than 300 euros selling postcards in Switzerland, I was now waking up in a gas station on a 2-day trip to Vienna.
It's 6 a.m. They just turned on the lights, like the super strong lights. I thought I had until 7 because it's when they open, but apparently not. Okay, let's start asking people. It's 7 a.m. There should be a lot of trucks starting right now.
There were 3 little problems. It was raining, it was cold, and I don't speak German.
Ich darf heute Abend Rinden, Obst und Gemüse. Ich komme da gar nicht hin.
No, okay.
Also ich fahre 10 Kilometer weiter in Lading.
I don't understand anything they are saying.
But after almost 1 hour, I found a Bosnian guy going to Salzburg.
So you, Germany, why?
Bisschen. Germania, bisschen.
Business.
Ja.
Okay. So the Bosnian guy left me here like right before reaching Salzburg. I'm in a gas station. From here, lots of people should go to either Linz or Vienna.
And after complaining about the paid bathroom, I got a ride from 2 kind ladies.
You wait long time? More or less. I went around like to the trucks and no one is going to the direction.
You go with trucks?
Sometimes, yeah.
Once you get in a car, one of the first things to do is figuring out where the driver can leave you. I had seen the perfect gas station a few kilometers before Linz, but at the last minute, they told me they were actually going to another city and they were about to turn to a different direction. So I quickly asked them to leave me in another gas station close to the highway, where there was also a McDonald's. There was one problem though. This was not a main gas station. After a few minutes there, I realized there was very little movement and only people from the nearby village were going there or to the McDonald's.
This is really not going well. Like today, it has not stopped raining for one single minute. And yeah, like literally everyone is going to the next village. No one is going to the highway, and the few ones that go in the other direction.
The better option would have been to go to the entrance of the highway, but it was raining so much that I think no one would pick me up and I would probably just get sick.
I mean, I was running for like maybe 1.5 minutes, 2 minutes, and I'm already like soaked in water. Like, look at this weather, it's terrible.
I spent almost 3 hours approaching everyone at the McDonald's until I finally found a car.
Oh my god, this woman, like, she's going to St. Pelcom, which is 30 kilometers from Vienna, and she says she could take me. She's literally saving my life. I was already thinking like where I could sleep here or whatever, because yeah, I was really stuck.
Well, the Austrian German is, especially the Viennese German, is round and homely.
Like more soft.
Yeah, and also we have more swearing words.
Okay.
They're very creative.
Marie was honestly so nice. Like, I love when I immediately click with the drivers and like the whole ride is like super comfortable in general. So yeah, thank you once again, Marie. And now we are like 60 kilometers from Vienna. I just need to find someone that goes in that direction. It shouldn't be too difficult. We are in a perfect gas station now.
I then spent 2 hours at the service station until I found a Hungarian guy who left me just outside of Vienna.
At least I have someone I can chat with because I'm traveling alone.
Okay.
I was listening to the radio and
Yeah.
I just think that I did not do anything like this when I was young. So I should have traveled. Now I can afford to travel. I like traveling very much in any way. But when I was young, I miss this.
I was now just outside of Vienna, so I walked to a nearby gas station where it took me around 20 minutes to find a car.
Hi. Are you perhaps going towards Vienna? Like,
Vienna?
Yeah.
Yes.
He can bring me closer, like way closer, nice.
Then I got a train to get to my host's place, and if you're in the hitchhiking niche on Instagram, you've probably seen these two faces before. Bernie and Alex have hitchhiked over 100,000 kilometers across the world, and they even crossed the Atlantic by hitchhiking boats. They were a huge inspiration for me, so it was really amazing to spend the night at their place and meet these legends in real life.
So they were super nice, like they were kind of tired, and today they also had to wake up early to go like to a family meeting. But they were kind enough to like still host me. And yeah, it's always super nice to meet other hitchhikers, and like they have hitchhiked a lot.
My goal now was to get to Slovakia to meet with a good friend of mine. But I still had to walk 40 minutes to get to my hitchhiking spot, so I also ended up doing a bit of sightseeing. Hey, sorry, do you perhaps have some cardboard where I could write? Thank you so much, have a nice day. Leaving Vienna was rather difficult. I was waiting for 1 hour and it was getting quite cold, so I decided to walk to a nearby gas station. But since there weren't a lot of people stopping there, I was switching between approaching people directly and taking my time out. And after 1 more hour, I was picked up by a Pakistani guy and their daughter who were on their way to celebrate a national holiday.
So I can go with them? Yeah, of course. Okay. They're taking me to the entrance of the highway. Nice. Let's go.
Today our Christmas.
Christmas?
Muslim, eh?
Yeah, our
Today
celebration
is
is today.
Christmas. We do something
Okay.
good today.
That's why I'm dressed like this and he's dressed like this. Oh, sorry.
They left me at another gas station, where I quickly got a ride from a Japanese man and his father.
Why did you choose to come to Slovakia?
Oh, that is a company order.
Okay.
We are working Japanese investment company, and they will dispatch regular dish. So
Okay, nice.
As time went by, staying in gas stations quickly became my favorite way of asking for a lift. I get to approach people directly and understand their vibe, and they are also more likely to trust me than if they were to see me on the side of the road. This next ride was a good example of that. I met a couple who were going 50 kilometers in my direction. Their energy didn't really match mine, but they also didn't seem dangerous or anything. But then, as I was waiting for them to fill up the car, this guy came. He started looking at me and my sign with a very interested and happy look. I right away thought he must be a hitchhiker as well. So I asked him where he was headed, and guess what?
They go to Vanska Bystrica, and I go there as well, so I go with them, because it's like right away to the village I go.
Turns out I was right. He had hitchhiked quite a lot around Europe, and for some reason he immediately felt like a friend I had known for a long time already, so I obviously went with him instead.
When I was hitchhiking 3 hours and nothing come,
Oh yeah.
you need to go somewhere sleep. The morning you come and 1 hour you're waiting and nothing.
Yeah.
And also when you hitchhike, is for first time it's you are happy,
Yeah.
you are really happy, you are angry, and after this you are totally there and okay.
It's true. Yeah, it's a lot of emotions, and when you're waiting for like 3 hours and then a car stops, you're like, oh my god, thank you so much. Like,
This was probably my favorite ride in Europe. We had a lot of interests in common, and those 2 hours just flew by. We eventually arrived to my friend's city, and he dropped me off at a calisthenics park where I could finally eat the bars again.
my friend spent the weekend like at a family gathering kind of thing, so he's only arriving at around 9. So I still have like 2 hours, and I wanted to edit something.
There was a shopping center a few kilometers away from me, so I wandered a bit around the city and then edited for a while at the McDonald's before going to my friend's place.
Hello, hello.
Big orange.
You what?
You're orange.
Yeah.
What is this?
I thought you were just like some crazy person shouting at the trees. I was like, okay, let's avoid.
Sam is a pretty special person. We met 1.5 years ago, right at the beginning of my gap year. Together with 13 other people, we volunteered for 6 weeks in a Greek eco community, in what was probably the most impactful project of my life. That was the project that made me want to travel full-time. I learned and questioned a lot of things during that time, many of them thanks to Sam. He was also the person who introduced me to hitchhiking, so visiting him on this trip was basically mandatory.
Some people stop for you because they are basically curious.
Yeah.
They want to help out and at the same time understand like, why would you choose to do this?
Yeah.
So we are going in a tunnel in Croatia. We are going to die. What is your biggest fear? Do you have some specific fear?
I have a few.
Sam is a bit like an older brother for me, so spending time with him and his girlfriend was really amazing.
Oh my god, that's so
Oh, and he also works in a climbing gym. So not only did I go for a little session, but I even got to help with route setting. How cool is that?
So I just left my friend's place. Like it was so good to be here, honestly. Every time I meet with friends, it's like I really need this type of connection again and rest and like not always be meeting new people. But yeah, like super nice time. And now I'm going on my way to Budapest because I have other friends there. It's pretty close, so I was climbing this morning and now I'm starting at around like 1:30. But yeah, it's only like a bit less than 200 kilometers, so I think I can easily do it before sunset.
I walked a bit to get to a good gas station where I eventually found a car to the next city.
So that was fun. We were talking like by Google Translate basically. So yeah, now we are like in a hitchhiking spot. There are like a few cars coming in, like it's not a lot of movement, but it's also not super little. So yeah, let's go.
Shahi?
Hi. Yeah, you go to Shahi?
Ah.
Can I go with you? Nice, thank you. Thank you so much.
Booking nationality?
Portugal?
Oh,
Yeah.
He's been Poland.
Oh, cool. Okay. Nie mówię po polsku.
Booking next?
Mhm.
Shahi i Ales?
Budapest.
Budapest.
Yeah.
So no problem. Me fahren for Budapest or fahren for Gresland.
You go, guys?
Yeah, Saloniki.
The driver didn't speak much English, so we were talking mostly through Google Translate. And after a 40-minute break and a weird border crossing due to a bovine virus, I was left in a gas station right outside of Budapest.
Yeah, we are very close. Super productive day so far. Let's hope it continues like this. Hi. Sorry. Are you perhaps going to Budapest, like center?
Yeah.
Are you perhaps going to Budapest? 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 Budapest?
Budapest, yes.
Are you have any place like?
Me, I'm going Hungary. To Hungary, yes.
Do you have a seat left?
Oui.
But I need to go to the center of Budapest.
No, sino partire sino Romania.
I couldn't really understand whether or not I could go with them. More and more people kept joining the conversation, and I spent almost 15 minutes talking to 5 different guys using Google Translate. They kept referring to someone as the chief. Apparently, he was the one responsible for the vehicle. This chief eventually came back and right away said they could take me. So in a few minutes, these 9 Romanian and Hungarian guys were packed up like sardines, while I had 2 seats all for myself.
Thank you so much. Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah. I'm telling you guys, like Romanian people are always so iconic. Like they are super hospitable. Like they do everything they can to help. They're a bit crazy, but like I mean, I'm also so. We kind of vibe. Yeah, they took me like right next to my friend's place, even though I was saying like you don't need to. It's okay. I can walk. But yeah. So now I'm very, very close. One of my friends is still working, but the other is already at home. So let's go.
Bobby and Melina are another 2 good friends I have from my eco communities era. This time from a 1-month project in Sweden in a somewhat crazy community. They are one of the cutest and most inspiring couples I know, and I once again had an amazing time in a safe place with safe people.
Ideas to implement in European apartments.
Yeah, guys, this is like a community compost, let's say, like just from the people that live in these blocks. Good idea, let's go.
Rucola.
Oh, so nice.
Oh no.
I love this. You don't like rucola?
No, I don't. Like, I'm not a big fan, but it looks very nice.
Melina is offended. You don't like? Go out of this house.
I spent a lot of time editing videos and wandered a bit around the city. And try to appreciate as much as possible these last days of comfort before jumping back into the unknown.
And then we start going towards Turkey. Then it's like non-stop turbo mode.